live. We're gonna do a friggin' fat bomb because you guys keep asking me to do it. So let's do this business right about now. I'm waiting for you guys to chime in on making some fabulous fat snacks. So where are you guys? Let's do this. Let's do this before my water gets cold. So let's get this cracking. Waiting for you guys to join the stream. Here we go. All right. So you guys asked for me to do this, and I'm going to deliver. What's up, everyone? Yo, what's up, Ben Jones and Leto Keto? Okay, guys. So you guys or someone was asking for me to show you guys how to make just a simple freaking fatty tea. Now, I'm probably going to do a fat bomb later, so I like to use these molds for my fat bombs. But it's kind of the same principle as making a fatty tea. Hey, everyone! What's up? What's up? What's up? So let's get this cracking. So I'm going to make two different kinds, and it is hot, so I will not be drinking these right now. I don't have the air on because it's so loud. But I'm just going to show you guys. What's up, Jeffrey? I'm going to show everyone how to make fat bombs. Let's do this right now. Okay, even though my phone is crooked and everything. So, essentially, let me show you guys the spices that I use. All right. Oh, man. Why does this stuff have to be crooked? I don't know. Okay. So, there's two different kinds. So, one's going to be kind of like a soup taste. And one is going to be more like a kind of sweet treat. So what I like to do is use, you guys know I'm a big fan of Ceylon cinnamon. It's spelled Ceylon. Greetings, Sarah. I can see your guys' comments. I just can't stand in this little space. So Ceylon cinnamon's my favorite cinnamon. So I already have some pre-made right here. And also I love to use vanilla bean powder. Now I've got one that's from Denmark, Harengora, and this is what it looks like, you guys. Such a nice smell. So you can't read it, but I have another one. I can't find it where it's an American brand. So that is vanilla bean powder. So I've got this is New Naturals alcohol-free stevia. Okay, boom. I also have, for those who love to add like a buttered, let me see, a vanilla flavored ghee. So this company, I don't work for them, but they're called, what is it? Foreign Heart. Yes, it's a ghee butter. Take a screenshot. All right. I always use, for people who don't like stevia, the way to get rid of the bitter taste. Now this is a debittered stevia, New Naturals, is to add salt. Salt will always debitter the stevia. Remember that. Now, there's also flavored stevia, and this, you guys, is an impromptu how to make a fatty tea or a fat bomb. And I don't have cacao butter. I wish I had it. I just ran out of it. Otherwise, I'd show you how to make cacao butter. I would normally not use a chocolate stevia, but there is flavored stevia from Sweet Leaf. Now, let's do this. All right, let's get this cracking so it's nice and hot so I can't drink it. Now we've got butter, of course, right? Controversial Kerrygold. And then we have our little virgin coconut oil. Let's do this, all right? So for the sort of soup tasting one, this is ginger powder, so it's already pre-made ginger powder. It's not this Trader Joe's brand. This is just what I'm holding it in. So there is ginger there, and then we have what else? We have, oh, I like to put a little bit of nutritional yeast in there and give it sort of a soup taste. Quick on the go. So here we go. Let's do this, right? Okay, this is not interesting for me right now when it's freaking 100 degrees outside. But it's to show you guys when you have your air conditioning on or when it's not the middle of summer. Or if you're working in an air conditioned building, it's too cold, or the bank, or whatever. Okay, so we've got two different kinds here. So with the Ceylon cinnamon, so the thing about people are like, oh, what type of tea? You guys see, I don't use tea bags because they have mycotoxins on them. That means mold. So I just like to use spices. That's all I do. Boop, boop, boop. And actually, Ceylon cinnamon is the standard cinnamon is called cassia. It's a little hard on the liver, but not Ceylon from Sri Lanka. So there you go. That's what it looks like. This is a very soft cinnamon. It has sort of a chocolate feel to it. And then I would add a little bit of vanilla bean powder. So let's see if I don't just dump it there. And y'all, let's like up this stream because trust me, I don't feel like making this right now. So if you guys can like up the stream, let's get this cracking. So I'm going to add just a little dab of it because it's pretty strong, the vanilla bean powder. Again, this is what it looks like. All right. So I'm already going to start to emulsify this and blend it together. Now, I'm just going to do a little dash of Himalayan salt. That's all it takes. Right? A little drop of stevia. And yes, stevia is, what is it? It's approved. Now, here's where we start adding the fat. So I don't have that much coconut oil left, so I'm not going to go and put in as much as I normally would. But I'm just going to give you an example. So it's about a tablespoon. See, that's already liquid because it's hot. All right. Now you can add 2, 3, 4, 1 tablespoon. So this slab, okay? Slab is about a tablespoon of butter. See that? And just let it melt, you guys. Now I'd probably add about 3 of these in here. But since I'm not going to drink this now, I'm not going to waste my butter. That is a fatty tea. It's not hard, guys. People are like, what's your, fatty tea recipe? Now, if I wanted to make this a chocolate taste, I could add chocolate stevia. Okay, but I'm doing this as a Ceylon cinnamon and vanilla fatty tea. So, you guys, the secret is you always mix these two to get rid of the stevia bitter taste. Now, this is ginger powder. I love ginger powder. So I get this at Air. I don't know if you're supposed to say the names of places on streams or if they'll demonetize. I don't know. But again, it's a couple shakes. Come on. Come out. Come out. There we go. So you guys, this is ginger powder. Fresh ginger powder. Okay. Then I'm going, which ginger is kind of spicy. I'm just going to add a little bit of nutritional yeast. What's the drops with the salt? That's the drops are stevia. Y'all, hello. Boom, see that? Now, I've got the ginger. Did I put, yeah, I put some, okay, so nutritional yeast. I've got the ginger, fresh ginger, and Himalayan salt. And again, butter, if you don't have a histamine intolerance to butter, is perfect for this type. So we've got 2 different types. We have sort of like a sweet, focus. We have sort of a sweet taste, and then we sort of have a soup taste here, which both are really, really lovely. Sweet taste. This has no stevia because this is more of like a soup taste. So you guys, this is what this looks like. The sweet one. I was addicted to these at some point. I just was downing them all day long. But it's so hot right now, I'm not really having that many teas. Now, you guys, when you do a fat bomb, which I'll go through a full video of that later, you would use molds. Now, you can use these type of molds, or you can use, this is not artificial sweetener, honey. This is coming from a plant. So it's not artificial. Google it, stevia. People try to test me. Lord have mercy. We're already just a few minutes into the stream. All right, so we've got the molds here. Remember, stevia is not artificial. It's not sucralose or anything like that. It's not a sugar alcohol. We got the molds. But now, to make a fat bomb, you would use butter, right? You would use coconut oil as the binder and the stiffener. Where's my coconut oil? Here it is. You would use coconut oil and butter. Then I would use cinnamon, again, the vanilla, drop of stevia, and, or I could use the ghee, the buttered ghee, the vanilla flavored ghee, and use a saucepan. You melt it down and you pour it in the molds and you leave it in there. You, of course, use a Himalayan salt with the stevia. You leave it in the molds in the refrigerator for about an hour. And then when you guys are ready to take them, what you do is you run warm water over the mold, the one that you want to take out, and you just twist it and it'll pop right out. So I'll show you guys later another day how to do an actual fat bomb, Stephanie's fat bomb, but this is a fatty tea. And later I'll show you how to do fat bombs. So there you go. Now let's take some questions and get this cracking. Because it's hot up in here. Let's put this butter away. Hold on, guys. Are we ready for the live stream? Are we ready? Here we go. Sorry, guys, if I'm kind of crooked. I'm going to get this resituated. Take your guys' questions. What's up? What's up, guys? Got some energy. Let's do this. Y'all ready for this? Here we go. I'm so hot. You don't even know. I mean, texture-wise. You see, thank you for recommending Ceylon cinnamon. It's the best, right? So, can you add cacao butter? Yeah. So, you do use cacao and do cacao fatty tea, but I realized I ran out of cacao butter, so I'm really frustrated. Cacao butter is the white chocolate, you guys. So, yeah. I think I need to get a fan up on me. It's so hot. See, I saw a box at the health food store saying keto monk fruit. There's no such thing. Monk fruit, it's just people jumping on the keto name. Monk fruit is just sugar, period. No monk fruit. No monk fruit. Let's see, trying to lift this sucker. Hold on, guys. All right. Let's do this. See, can you explain why protein is not a good source to build? What? Can you explain why? You mean whey? Because you wrote why. Protein is not a good source to build muscle versus fat. Whey protein is from sick cows. A2 cows, it's a growth factor. People have issues with their gut biome, creates holes in the walls of the small intestine, opens it up, and it's a powdered hydrolyzed garbage. Just eat real protein. Let me show you what I got today. Check this out. You want a good source of protein that's better than whey? Let me show you what I got today. Whoa, what's up, Gary? Thank you so much. You see, Gary says, looks good, and I will have to go to the store and buy some ingredients to make it in the morning. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much, Gary. Really, really appreciate you. You know that, Gary. You know that. Okay, guys, this is what I bought today, and somebody's asking about whey protein. Why eat whey protein when I can have 4 pounds of beef liver? It's my new addiction. 4 pounds of this. And it's fresh. Yo, it just arrived. Look at this. $12 for 4 pounds. 4 pounds. Look at that. Beef liver, 4 pounds, $12. You want the fountain of youth? You guys want to get shredded? You want to build the muscle? Look at those people trying to like sell everything. Look at me. I'm not selling whey protein. I'm selling 4 pounds, right? Do some bicep curls with this 4 pounder of beef liver. That's what's up, right? Vitamin C, B complex, B6, B9, right? B12, heme, iron, like insane. It's amazing, 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 and a really amazing source of protein. Just remember to marinate this stuff. So I got to do this right away before I freeze it. I'm going to marinate the beef liver in butter because normally you're supposed to marinate it in milk, which is not keto approved, so the iron doesn't come out and turn your liver green. We don't want green liver, so we use butter, which also works, but I have to marinate it in butter and then I'll freeze what I can't use because Steph and 4 pounds of beef liver, what the frack. Okay, that's a good source of protein. I tell you. Whey protein garbage. You're not serious with that whey protein. What's wrong with you guys on my video comments? What's wrong with cheese? Because like, well, how can you eat butter but not cheese? I'm like, y'all, it just takes 2 seconds to Google why. Okay, I purchased it at Whole Foods. Whole Foods. It's pastured beef liver. So delish, my favorite meat right now. I ate it as a kid, completely forgot about it, didn't think about it. I was like, I really need to get into organ meats. None of the freaking stores around here, I'm really shocked, have kidney. So and they had that big old thing of liver for so cheap. Whew, I swooped it up. So I'm probably going to go to US Wellness Meats and try to get some kidney there. I look great in shorts. Thank you, I do try, right? Not too bad for somebody who has, yes, had 10 surgeries on my left knee. You guys know I've had 10 surgeries, right? I used to be a pro skateboarder. You guys know this. I show the knee. I show the knee sometimes. Let me guys show you the knee, right? Let me show you the knee. Look at the knee. Look at that. Look at that. Right? Okay. I'm back. I'm silly today, you guys. Okay. I know we should, but you can also use uswellnessmeats.com or .com. US Wellness Meats or Butcher Box. Yes, Steph is a pro skateboarder. First African American pro skateboarder in the history of the sport. That's what's up. Very proud moment. And now I can't. Now my knee's destroyed because of it. But I have a wealth of knowledge, experience. I lived in other countries because I was a pro skateboarder touring. But let's get to the questions as I drink some water before I get a headache. Because I've been getting headaches not drinking enough water on my streams. So Alma says, Dawn, you will lose weight once your body adapts to the new way of eating. It's a process Stephanie doesn't like for us to focus on weight loss. Okay, so like a lot of you guys are like, when can I lose weight? When can I lose weight? When weight loss? This girl today at my gym, she's 19 and she's not listening to me. She's not having it. And she's like, I love pancakes. And I was like, why don't you do like a kind of a keto pancake? I don't do keto. I like my carbs. I'm like, I know you looking fluffy, girl. Skin bad, pimples, fluffy. But she's 19. She's got a good physique. She works out well, but she looked fluffy. And she's like, I'm going to lean out. And she's like, I have to reduce my calories. And I'm like, no, baby girl, it's not about calories. It's about your insulin. So the reason why people are gaining weight on keto is because they are not regulating their insulin, which gets to I'm going to do another stream about the intermittent fasting. And someone's like, what do you mean that intermittent fasting doesn't like regulate your insulin? I'm like, no, not if you gluconeogenic, motherfucker. If you gluconeogenic, right? Because you've got inverted cortisol, you're going to have physiological insulin resistance and have a rebound and not drop your insulin. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I know, I'm so silly. Okay. James Bond movie. Okay. Let's get to the questions, guys. Let me see. Excellent that you're pushing the liver. Right? Superfood, everyone. Can't stand the taste. I love the taste. Eat it anyway, no, the taste is good. I think that we're so stuck on chicken breast, like we don't know what anything else tastes like anymore. First of all, you guys don't know how to cook. Not. Okay, some of you, many of you. Second of all, you're so used to eating chicken breast, you eat something else like, If I eat steak, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Pork, oh, pork pigs are dirty. Oh, so I'll just eat chicken breast. Kidney stones. You know, this whole thing with bodybuilder community, a lot of them developing kidney stones, but people don't talk about that kind of stuff from having too many lean meats that have nothing but protein. Okay, Steph, I would say it's 2 a.m. It's almost 2:30 there. You're in France. Bonjour, Jacqueline. Okay, catching you live. It looks like you're wrapping up. No, I just started, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Jacqueline? I don't know how to say it in French. Chickens are filthy. It's so weird how, you know, people are like, oh, pigs are smart. I'm like, look, I mean, this whole subject's really hard to get into about how we can just go to the supermarket and just be really, really picky about the type of animal protein that we purchase. And, you know, all of it's wrong. Commercial farming, like we really should be hunter gatherers, but we just procreate too much. We just too overloaded on this planet. How do we do it? How do we do it? Okay, see, but doesn't too much fat on the plate defeat the purpose of trying to burn fat? No, honey, you don't know about keto. Somebody needs to teach Dawn about keto. Okay, not trying to be rude. I'm just silly. No, keto regulates your insulin, honey. What makes you gain weight is not fat. I eat, I don't know, like 300 grams of fat a day, almost at 51. Why am I not fat? Who knows why Steph is not fat? Does anybody out there know why I'm not fat on eating all that fat? Does anybody know? Because fat, when you're adapted, fat does not spike your insulin. What makes you fat? Insulin. So if your glucose is low and your insulin is low, you can't store fat. Impossible. That's for Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Oh, great. Not wake up, but just like, I think people fall on this channel, like eating fat does not make you fat. Insulin, right? Insulin is the precursor to, it's not the precursor. Insulin responds to glucose. Fat is not glucose. I got like tons of videos talking about it. Okay, website, 70%.com. Boom. Did you know that boiled eggs are really good for you? Well, William, boiled eggs are only good for you. No, they're not. The whites are not good for you. Child. Honey. No, egg whites are not good for you. They're hyperallergenic. Hypoallergenic. So the whites of the egg are there to protect the fetus. So a lot of animals don't like to eat the whites when they're raw. They like to slurp on the yolk because there's less of these proteins that make it difficult to procreate. So the yolks are a great source of everything, but not the whites. Okay. Let me see. And here's where I'll make a comment. People get, I don't mean to be, well, I'm being silly. Don't, like, seriously, don't take me serious. Because look at me. Don't take me serious. Okay. I'm just totally playing around. Chicken liver is also good. Now, chicken liver is also good and has for different reasons. Like, chicken liver will have more, I think less B's and more what? Heme. A lot of iron. So women who've got iron deficiencies, yo, get on the chicken liver. Stop taking those supplements. They are toxic to the liver, and they don't have heme in them. See, I'm an American, and I told you that I used to live in, was it Crescent Heights on Sunset, next to the church. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you used to live in near Crescent Heights. Yes. Boys Town. Yes. Okay. We got 92 people in the chat. I think I need to get a fan because I'm starting to get really hot, or I got to open up this window. You guys are not very questioning today, and that's kind of odd. It's the first time. I don't mind. I can end the stream and just enjoy the day. Where's Deborah when you need her, right? Where's Deborah when you need her? Let's see here. Bye-bye. Soccer dad had a very nasty mouth. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Eating keto is good. Great. Eating raw keto is good. You have more enzymes when it's not cooked. You mean liver? Yeah, that is very true. Let me see what you get when you have bad colds. What do you do when you have? I like to do oil pulling with oregano oil and coconut oil. That stuff, like, but if you wait too long, it doesn't work as well. It's like just when you're starting to feel like that headache and feeling like your immune system's weakening, you could do oregano oil, coconut oil pulling, and literally see that, swollen glands and everything just slowly disappear. Weird that you can't find it. I think you can find a liver paste or a liverwurst, leverwurst, Swedish. On one of the online sites. Yeah, to get sort of pastured, non-corn fed, GMO fed animals. You guys have some keto questions? We got 95 people in this chat. I'm ready for you. And why don't you guys like up the stream? Because liking up the stream helps, as I say always a million times, it brings more viewability to my channel to broadcast. And you get more into the algorithm of YouTube by liking up the stream. So if you guys so kindly mind, like up this stream. Daily carb consumption, not much. Honey, it's just coming from like vegetables. So my daily carb consumption by net carbs would be under 20 at this juncture. Probably like 17 net carbs per day. Alex. So Alex, meet Gary. You guys are both truck drivers. It's very simple. In fact, Gary could probably answer that question because he does that. Now, I think that truck drivers have refrigerators, so it's very easy. Just prep your food, and it depends how many days you're on the road, if you want to prep it before you leave, or what to order when you go to stops. But for truck drivers, and you need something, if they have boiled eggs at the stops, that's the easiest way, to be honest. Boiled eggs, avocado, butter, boom. Or you could do like fatty teas, or like when I was showing you guys with ginger. What's up, Keto Princess? Sausage with sauerkraut sounds good. As long as the sausage, because you guys, processed meats tend to have a lot of sugar in them and nitrates. So you've got to find, like, I think, what is it? Applegate has a sugar-free sausage, I believe. I think so. Let me see here. Tried pulling with a drop of oregano oil, boy, it burned my... No. You can't. Okay. When you oil pull with oregano oil, because it's like hot sauce, baby cakes, you got to do like a tablespoon and just a couple drops of the oregano oil. Then, you switch around your mouth and mix it all together. Then it shouldn't burn your mouth. If you put too much ratio of oregano oil in, it is not a good look. Let's see here. Can I juice veggies? No. That's a no. You take away the fiber, then overdo that macadamia nuts. That's why I don't like people to macadamia nuts anymore. 2 weeks and I'm down 15 pounds. My wife, a lot of it's water. Some of the food, something is missing. So 15 pounds in a couple weeks, that's water. It's not ketotic. And that's why I try to teach you guys about how to use a glucometer, how to understand the difference between water loss, muscle loss, and fat loss. There is a difference. So don't just use a scale. Love lamb. What? Is it venison? Yeah, of course, all day. I mean, people are like, oh, little baby lamb, but yeah, lamb is also great for bone broth, for people who can't handle any other type of meat. Let me see, just eat during veggies whole with lots of butter. Thank you, Keto Princess. That's the way. That's what's up. Happy Friday, Keisha. Let's see. For 200 grams of fat, cacao butter, avocado, and coconut oil. Big part of it is just pure animal from... most of that, yeah, like a fatty tea, most of it. If I did a fatty tea, it'd be like, I do 2-3 tablespoons of like fat bump. I'll do 2-3 tablespoons of butter and a tablespoon of coconut oil, or I'll do it equal, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. But I would never do it the dominant, which is mostly coconut oil and a little bit of butter, because you can't adapt on coconut oil. You have to have high animal fat. I only like to use coconut oil for its lauric acid benefits. Let me see. Whole Foods macadamia milk. Yeah, but you guys are like milk fanatics. I'm like, yes, you could do macadamia milk, but I wouldn't do it every day. You can make your own macadamia nut milk. Yeah. Macadamia nuts are high in fiber. You guys become so addicted to them. And if you don't regulate your glucose and you're eating a lot of macadamia nuts, unfortunately, you'll store that as fat. I've never seen the chat be so slow today. I don't know what to do. It's an anomaly. Okay. Being tired, is being tired symptoms when first starting on keto? I lost 6 pounds, which is water, but was real tired after a week. Okay, so is that Renee? Is that Renee? Wait. Yeah, unformed a girl pancreatic cancer after 1.5 years. Keto fat is very demanding, and the pancreas, UV supplements, lipase, enzyme. Okay. No. No. Keto's not demanding on the pancreas. I don't know who told you that. Keto's demanding on the gallbladder, not the pancreas. That is not true. No. And if you have like liver disease and fatty liver, then the liver has a hard time to process things as far as keto, making ketones, because the liver, but not the pancreas. No. Where's that question? The girl was asking a question. Man, I forgot the question already. What was it? It was, I gotta reread this question. Sugar-free almond milk. Okay, no, not. What's your go-to breakfast? I don't have a go-to because you're supposed to rotate foods. How to regulate glucose? Boy, I made a mistake by saying the chat was slow. Being tired symptoms first, starting off. Okay, okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, was it 9 Mars 3? You know how to highlight in red. Okay, the question was, is being tired a symptom when first starting on the keto? Okay, yeah, I was going to answer that question. First of all, no. The reason why people are tired when they do keto is because they have a blood sugar dysregulation before they even try keto and don't realize it. You guys who drink coffee, skip meals, eat high-carb diets, the body between the glucagon and the insulin doesn't know how to create homeostasis. And so the blood sugar is like this. When you cut out the carbs and your glycogen is depleted, then your body goes into hypergluconeogenesis to rebalance up blood sugar, which is not good. So you can't just rely on blood sugar to give you energy, because that's just to keep your brain alive. To have energy as a carb consumer or metabolizer, you need spilled glycogen. So people deplete their glycogen, which is the gas tank in the muscle. They deplete it. And then they go and do their crazy day, and then they're tired because the body hasn't learned yet how to convert fat, first, the dietary fat, into ketones via the liver, and then get into the bloodstream and into your cells for energy. It doesn't know how to do that, and especially when the body's like this with the unstable blood sugar. So the more unstable your blood sugar is, the more your body wants to go hyper into gluconeogenesis. Now, if you weren't a big carb consumer before you did keto, like myself, then I didn't have a slam drop of hypoglycemia, which is what happens to a lot of people that have reactive hypoglycemia, not reactive, they have hypoglycemia when they enter keto, because now their blood sugar just stays low. Or they have a rebound effect and they have a physiological insulin resistance response and their blood sugar's too high, because they don't know how to be here. So they're either here or here, and that'll make you sick. So the best way, if you have a blood sugar dysregulation before you ever started keto, the best way is to graduate yourself slowly so you don't have those blood sugar dips and spikes and dips and spikes when you first do keto, if that makes sense. Let me see, that's what I did. A tablespoon of coconut oil and a drop of oregano oil. Normally use tea tree oil. Don't use tea tree oil. But I heard that tea tree oil disrupts exactly reproductive hormones. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. That's why I stopped using tea tree oil. No. Use coconut oil and oregano oil. That stuff's fantastic for your immune system. Yes. Let's do this. We got 100 people in the chat. Can we get up the likes of people who just joined the stream? Because that helps bring the algorithms to the broadcast, y'all. Okay, a rare occasion I will have non-grass-fed beef. I feel it starts cravings, but it's psychosomatic. But what are your thoughts? Okay, I don't understand. Do you have like non-grass-fed beef because you're out at a restaurant and you can't have the accessibility to grass-fed beef? Or do you just prefer commercial corn-fed or hormone-injected meats over grass-fed? That's what I'm confused about. It's okay to have commercial, like when I travel, I may not have the accessibility to grass-fed beef. I don't care because as long as I take care of my detoxification pathways, which is liver, kidney, colon, then having, not the best quality of food, you can handle here and there. But it's the daily grind of being exposed to heavy metals and toxins and poor quality food that are hormone disruptors and gut issues and, the breaking down of your cells. No, don't put tea tree. I just get rid of tea tree oil. Eddie, that's a ridiculous question. Some people serve non-grass fed, okay? Only on occasion, Juliet. What are your thoughts on keto lifestyle with leaky gut? Yeah, I talk about leaky heart valve. That I wouldn't know, but I don't think it's any different in the context of any other diet, right? Because you're not going to have this glycating effect when you drop your, first of all, you drop your insulin because insulin likes to stack up in the blood and also create glycation. Now your glucose is low, which also creates glycation in excess. And now you're using ketones, which helps heal the body. So I don't think that keto is going to have a more profound worsening effect on a leaky heart valve. But the problem is that if you do it wrong, then that could create more issues with your leaky heart valve. That's what I think. Let's see here, blue blockers on and breathing. Yes. Oh, sorry, talking too much and I'm swallowing air. Last study show protein synthesis last 16 hours after a whole workout. On trained subjects, should we use this window? No. It's totally different because protein synthesis is going to be dependent on insulin. So a lot of people who are ketotic become insulin sensitive. So now you don't have to use bolus amounts of insulin to drive amino acids into the muscle cell. So it's a different type of synthesis of protein, if that makes sense. And doing low protein day, non-lifting. So there's all different types of studies and some people, 92 pounds lost keto free. That's a lot of pounds. Free of metformin, which is just for people who've got high blood sugar for a year now. How do I know if my insulin is regulated? Just go do an insulin test, especially if you were on metformin or you PCOS and the protein synthesis, the ability to uptake and use protein into the cells. I don't know, it's kind of a subjective question, so I'm not really sure. I didn't read the study either, so I should probably preface that. I'm 54 and still menstruating. All right, Jacqueline, that's what's up. Each month by my gyno endo told me to see a gyno to stop it due to my very low ferritin. Oh, you have low ferritin levels despite taking high doses of prescribed iron supplements. Okay, Jacqueline, I'm kind of not sure about this question. I mean, are your iron levels low? You didn't say that you're having problems with your menstruation at 54. You just said I'm menstruating. So I'm a little bit confused on that one. Let's see here. Macadamia, eggs, almond butter. No almond butter, Richard. No. Almond butter is super, it's a phytate, type 2 diabetic. Okay, you're type 2, not PCOS. Deborah, yes, I need you, honey child. You're here. Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. Everything very weird. Wait. Mad carbs, sugars went from 120 to 80. Low. That one. Okay, I'm confused. Sorry. Put down, get tagged. See what substitute. No. I had to get rid of one troll, just one. There's only one troll problem today. Is MCT oil a good to take before weightlifting? I mean, some people feel something, some people don't. Use tea tree oil for deodorant. What to use instead? I don't know. You guys know I love my Rosenserian, right? Yes, Camino Rosenserian. I don't know what to use instead, but don't use tea tree oil. Yes. It supposedly has an estrogenic effect. I've read about that too, and I just stopped using it after that because I wasn't sure. Almond butter has high in phytic acid. Almonds are actually toxic. We have bred them to be less toxic. People have they have blood sugar problems eating almonds. Plus, there's too many carbs. Plus, there's mold all over them. Get rid of it. That's what I'm saying. Get rid of that. Oh, well, you don't have to be on the stream if you have your husband and you're trying to tend to him, Deborah. Deborah's like, she's superwoman. No joke. Using coconut oil. I don't want to use oil in my armpit. I'm just saying. No, I'll just use my deodorant's one of those things where I don't want to put like all of these cocktail things together, baking soda and blah 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 blah, and stick it in my armpit. That's just me. No judge, no judging. Thank you, Keto Princess. Sending you warm wishes to she's sending it to Deborah. Gotcha. Yes, that's so sweet, Keto Princess. People say cauliflower is bad for you. You recommended cooking it. Fixes that. Keishel, it helps to cauliflower. Who told you that? Who told you cauliflower is bad for you? Plants have lectins, phytates, salicylates, oxalates, blah, blah, blah. It has got all of these anti-nutrients in them. So if you're concerned about the anti-nutrients, yes, just then cook them. Pork rinds are great if you can find some pastured. I think, yeah. USWellnessMeats.com, because at the Paleo Effects they had all these different type of flavored pork rinds, but I only like for people to use them if they're like traveling, like a truck driver or on an airplane, road trip. You can't, get to food, because if you have pork rinds plus full protein in your meals, it'll make your protein too high. Magnesium oil is good as deodorant. Who told you that? No. That would make my armpits get red rash. No. I'm so silly today. Okay, I hope you guys has a speedy recovery. Yes, Deborah, I hope everybody out there is like giving Deborah love. That's so awesome. Okay, cooking some, what is it? Langua? What is it? Gua? What the heck is that? In the pressure cooker now. What is that? Thank you, Chris Lee. Thank you. Somebody don't even, there are people who don't use deodorant because they're like, I'm so dead, but that's not me. There are certain things I haven't given up, and deodorant is not, no. With you, Michelle, I often do not use deodorant. I mean, they don't smell like much, but no, I'm good, thanks. I'm good, I'll use my deodorant. Somebody already asked about venison. Yes, you can. Oh, cow tongue. That's right. Cow tongue. Yes! Eyeballs, brain, tongue, organ meats. Fantastic. Well, Keishel, do you use deodorant? If you don't use deodorant, I need to do a deodorant, like a non-person deodorant test. Because, yeah, I don't know. Beef tongue. Oh, that's what it is. Beef tongue. Gotcha. I feel like I haven't tried it yet. I have to try it. Okay, I feel like that. What is it? I feel like when I was first adapting, I smelled. Oh, that's the keto. That's your body releasing ketones. Sil laser. So, don't use deodorant when I don't want to talk with people for a long. Okay. How to lower insulin? That's a magical question, right? Get your stress down. And eat the right foods in the right timing. Hi, Stephanie. If I go sleep around 9:30, 10:30, and wake up by 5:30, which is 7 hours, should I try to stay in bed and force myself? No, Eduardo. I need to say it right. You need to learn how to lower your cortisol through, which is, somebody said, how do you lower your insulin? By lowering your stress. So people have poor sleep hygiene, preparation before they go to bed, and they need to learn how to diaphragmatic breathe and use blue blockers and all the stuff I can say in all the videos. Get the stress down. If you feel like you've got a lot on your mind, write it down on a piece of paper, and tell yourself, if you wake up, no, I'll look at these things that I'm thinking about later, tomorrow, whenever. Okay, I don't pass gas anymore since going on keto. So yeah, so Keto Princess had a hard time digesting her fats. Not using deodorants keeps people out of my vision. You're so office. You're going to do it. I bet it do. I bet it do. Tongue is awesome. I never tried it. Beef stew. Okay. Why did you stop doing 300 to 400 grams of fat? Oh, because I didn't need to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I did that. I started. Let's talk about why I started eating 300 to 400 grams of fat. I was eating that much because I was having reactive hypoglycemia in the afternoon. So my fats were too low in the first year of keto. So I upped my fats up to 400, and the reactive hypoglycemia went away. So instead of eating fat constantly, now I don't have to sit and constantly eat food. So now I dropped it down to a level into the 200s, and I'm good with that. That's why. I don't want to eat all the time. Who wants to eat all the time? See, hi Stephanie, how can I eat fat without a gallbladder? Without a gallbladder, you gotta split it up. You can't eat a ton of fat. Like me, I had about 7 to 8 tablespoons of fat in one meal. So I would split that up. You could do like the fatty teas, like the teas I just, hold on. For those who just came into the stream, right? You guys, I was showing you how to do fat, right? Fatty teas. Here's a fatty tea, right? So you would do like a fatty tea in between and not consume all your fats at once. Almost eat your fat like a person who's dealing with reactive hypoglycemia. And then take ox bile. And yeah, and ox bile after you've already started eating your fat. Let me see, what source do you refer people to learning about diaphragmatic breathing? What source do you refer people to? I don't. I just tell them to Google it. Let me see. No, I'm not kidding. After a while, your armpits won't smell. I'm good. Thank you, girl. Thank you. That's good for you, baby cakes. Charcoal magnesium daily detox deodorant. I haven't tried it. There are YouTube videos on exactly how to dive for it. Alma, tell them. I like chlorophyll. Good question. Thoughts for Stephanie. Is it good? Yeah, it could be good. You know, but I eat so many green vegetables. You know, I don't, I'm not devoid of, I like it. Some people who live in certain countries, like in China, not China, they eat cruciferous. Certain places people aren't able to get, chlorophyll, rich foods. So then you could take that as a supplement, but you don't really need to if you're eating a lot of green veggies, spinach, greens, stuff of this nature. Okay, we're almost an hour, so I'm definitely going to stop after an hour. Good, let me see. I like to have 2 tablespoons of coconut. I like it before bed. It makes me, yeah, exactly. That's good, Keto Princess. Was a vegan for 5 years and totally jacked up my gut. Yeah, tell him, Andrea. I've been back on animals for 2 years, never going back. Yep. For experience, lifters. Oh, rate of muscle building actually returns to baseline within 16 hours. Study resistance training alters the response of, what is it? Fed. I don't really understand the point, in the comment though. Why you're commenting on that? I want my abs to look like yours. Thanks. Crunches. It's not the crunches, the diet. It's in the kitchen, baby. Coming in late. What's up, everyone? Oh, what's up? What's pretty skinny diabetic keto protocol? How do you start? It's not the same if you're a fat person with diabetes. It's just the same. Trying to prevent drastic weight loss. It's the same. A lot of people who are skinny, some of them have they're hyperthyroid, or people who are skinny, they lose appetite and then they have, it is very rare that somebody's skinny who just eats all day long. It happens, it's very rare. A lot of these people tend to be hyperthyroid and don't realize it. So I would just need to know a little bit more detail about you as an individual to understand what you want to do with keto to gain size rather than dropping weight. Keto is not necessarily a weight loss diet. It's more of an autoimmune, restore your health diet anyway. Or you're malabsorptive. That might make you skinny too. Sorry. Got you wrong, Crystal. Okay, not as a supplement, chlorophyll to deodorize the body. Gotcha. I don't know how you would do that, so you might want to explain that in the chat. Hey, Stephanie, will keto help any type of cancer? Yes. I assume so. Hopping off. Okay. Bike home. Okay. What's up? Okay. Goodbye, Saturday Laser. Okay, I was vegan for 7 years and totally messed up my whole body. Messed my whole body up. My gut, my hormones, my bones, everything. Should we deprive the protein 16 hours after lifting and it's not more real? I need to read the study. I just don't know. I can't tell you. It's subjective because you read the study and I didn't. So I need to read it, analyze it, and then think about it. Really, vegan messes with your gut. Yes, Chris. Sorry. Chris. He's like, really? Chris, we're eating plants out of season. Okay, because we can go put junk on the soil and put crop after crop and demineralize our soil and then just keep growing stuff. And those plants who've been genetically altered, modified, hybridized, selectively bred have a lot of phytic acid in them that destroy the gut lining. They poke holes in them gut lining. And that is how you get leaky gut eating plants, people. People don't understand. You know how many people I coach who are like, my food is in my stool. My stool is floating. My stool is pale. You know, I'm D deficient, even though I'm taking vitamin D supplements. That comes from plants. That stuff does not come from protein. Yes, Chris Lee, honey. Yes, plants create the holes in the gut lining. And then other things exacerbated, like glyphosate and pesticides and alcohol and da-da-da-da-da and smoking. Keto is great for athletes. Yeah. What do you love about keto is a feeling of not being stuffed from exactly 100 grams of fat a meal compared to eating carbs. Exactly. Can we take insulin fiber? No. Inulin? No. You don't need to take people keep talking about inulin fiber. No. Just cruciferous vegetables. You good. You good. Then you don't. Then you can still get some of those. And I mean, cruciferous cooked down the anti-nutrients to get your prebiotic fiber. I've had a lot of people do inulin fiber and have their blood sugar spike. No. And some of you guys have gut dysbiosis. It makes you super bloated. No. Man, he's like, Chris is like, man, I thought veganism was great. No, veganism is so, like, you're deprived of so many important minerals and especially hemoglobin and B12 and the B complex, honey. No. And protein, for sure. Okay, some studies show that too much protein age you. Yes. Especially leucine, I switched to keto. That's the reason. Okay, look, yeah, because on keto, you don't need a lot of protein. People overeat protein anyway. And the thing is, people eating chicken breast and tilapia and tuna. These things are the problem with having a high blood acidity and ketones and uric acid and purines, all this kind of stuff. When people are talking about cow's tongue and friggin' liver and kidney and heart, these things have a lot of fat on them. So that means less protein per gram and weight. So bloated and gassy on the vegan diet, yes. Alkaline diet, was it crazy? It was saying that cauliflower was, child, don't listen to him. Keisha, don't listen to people. Don't even listen to don't listen to keto people. Don't listen to me without, researching yourself. Just don't rely on what I say. And don't rely on with the keto, with all them crazy diets, including the ketogenic diet and the carnivore diet, and intermittent fasting, and the HCG, and all this kind of weird stuff. No. Okay, guys, we are almost at an hour, and I've got to learn how to cut this stuff off because it's too long. If they don't have the business, ignore them. Growing, mister, you're so funny. If they don't have the... Oh, no, Juliet said that. Okay, sorry. Juliet said that. Thank you, Juliet Marie. That was so funny. Okay, your review of fish oil, omega-3. Yes, great. I'm 54, still menstruating on point each month, but... Your endocrinologist advised me to see a gyno to stop it due to my very low ferritin levels despite taking high doses of prescribed. Okay, first of all, okay. Now I understand you. Thank you for clarifying. No, please don't go to the endocrinologist to stop your menstrual cycle with synthetic hormones to completely create a rebound effect and maybe put yourself in a position where you could have blood clots, thank you, or other things, or high estrogen and all this nonsense. If your iron is low, if your ferritin levels are low, then you might have leaky gut or inability to absorb things. There might be something going on with your HCl levels and your small intestine. That's the what you need to fix. Not an endocrinologist, honey. They put you on garbage pills. You need to address why you're malabsorptive. Okay, and then you need to go and switch to some chicken liver, which is super high in hemoglobin. There you go, and get some sleep to seal that gut wall. Don't take iron supplements, they can destroy your liver, and they're not going to raise your hemoglobin. I'm so silly. Good night, Lynn. Deborah says, should I limit my stevia? Yes, I'm a stevia junkie, so I got rid of it. That stuff's old. I haven't even used it. Okay, guys. Everybody like up this stream. Who hasn't liked up this stream? Because it helps the algorithms, even though we sound like stupid e-beggars. Getting liver soon. Yes, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Don't, like, when I started buying and making beef liver, the first time I made it, I thought I wasn't going to like it because everybody says that they don't like it. And then when I ate it, I was like, this is absolute heaven. What? This is amazing. And as soon as I told myself it was amazing, I started craving all organ meats. Boom. I've been on keto since the middle of November 2017. My deficiencies are gone. Listen to this. No bloating, right? No gas. Hormones are coming up. Yes, good poops and much stronger. That's what's up, Keto Princess. And that's the thing. Okay, let me sound normal. You guys, when I sound like a 12-year-old, it's because I'm really silly and I'm hyper and I'm in a good mood. But if I sound more serious here, taking away things like my version of keto is to deconstruct anything that could be agitating the gut lining, agitating your reproductive hormones, your detoxification pathways, learning how to methylate, learning how to breathe, learning how to sleep, these types of things, getting your macros correct, understanding if you have histamine intolerance or not, any autoimmunity, any circadian rhythm issues, any deep sleep issues. And when you start to repair all those things, you will be able to raise your ferritin levels. Absolutely. But don't go to the doctor and have them give you a pill and then go like iron pills, which are bad for the liver, and then go to an endocrinologist and they don't care. They're just going to put you on synthetic hormones. No. No, no, no. What kind of things should I be journaling on keto? You should be journaling your energy levels, appetite, your response to food. So your gut response to food. So you could take a certain food that's precarious and be like eggs, for example, or avocado, spinach, and for some people. And then, oh, thanks for getting the like ratio up higher than the people in the chat. Thank you. We've got 197 people in the chat and 102 likes. That's what's up. Thank you, people. Everybody out there in the chat. Yeah, so essentially you want to test foods to see what foods, and you can also use the glucometer test 10 minutes before and every 30 minutes up to 2 hours to see if your blood sugar spikes past 10 milligrams per deciliter. Let me see, what about gut biome? What about the gut biome? You need to add, it needs to be, there should be a comma or a question and then a continued questioning. Howdy, keto, what is it? Keto miracle? Muscle. Okay, do you advise collagen supplements? Yeah, sure. Just make sure it's of high quality, well sourced. Now I forget what I was saying. I need to drink more water. Okay, I'm doing keto, but worried about raising my cholesterol. Don't. No. Keto doesn't raise your LDL small particles unless you do keto for a year not adapting. If you're adapting, you're good to go. People need to understand cholesterol panels. You need to know that there's several different types of LDL particle sizes. You need to know the difference between your HDL and your triglyceride ratio. You need to take a quick look at your CRP numbers. You need to see your blood pressure, all of these things that are signals. Deborah says that she has had severe RA, which is rheumatoid arthritis, which is typically genetic, where your joints get super swollen and locked up. Says I was 14, always quit. She always quit sickly and always quit sickly, and I've been stronger Me stronger during the last year on keto and time under tension, which is slow on the negatives, than than I than I've ever been, and I'm now 51. That's what's up. That is what is up, Deborah. That's why I love Deborah. Well, that's one of the reasons why. I've been on keto for 3 months, still not adapted, and still sometimes wake up at 4 a.m. Is there anything that I can do to help the remedy this? Also been off caffeine for 3 weeks. Great, Tom. So Tom, I don't know you. People think that diaphragmatic breathing sounds so like tree hugging hippie-ish, but it works, right? Blue blockers, magnesium, diaphragmatic breathing. Don't look at screens in bed. Don't read a book from bed. Anything reading is sitting upright, and anything that's lying down is sleep. Auditory, not visual. That's the short of it. Don't eat late at night because your body is trying to it's trying to hibernate. It doesn't digest well when you eat too late at night unless you're a night shift worker and can't avoid it. You see, I've been acute. Okay, I read that already. Story time? Okay, maybe I should. I've never had digestion problems before, but I started keto. I'm smaller than you, Steph, 5'2", 103. Child, you too tiny, honey. Gassy, stomach bloating. 103 pounds at my height is underweight. Yo, I weigh 124 pounds, you guys. You see, I'm not a big woman. Let me step back here. I'll knock over my bike. So be careful, Jacqueline. You're underweight. Super underweight. Yes, you can eat coconut oil before bed. So if you wake up at 4, it's probably because your blood sugar is dysregulated. You could have like a couple bites of a ground meat, like 1 or 2 bites with coconut oil, so that will stabilize your blood sugar, so you don't go through the high blood sugar to low to then high again, or to drop in blood sugar to then high, and that's what wakes you up. But Tom, it's also about diaphragmatic breathing. You guys don't breathe enough. You don't get your stress down. People have overactive central nervous systems. They're like this. They don't realize that they're overactive. They don't understand they don't have a straight plumb line. Their posture's messed up. They don't have enough circulation because they have pronated shoulders, and then they have this tilted pelvic girdle. Is your Instagram on your... I forgot to mention. Okay, so my Instagram... Wait. Those weights look dangerous. Huh? What? I meant to say 110. Okay, depends on the day of the month. Okay, that's fine. You're still underweight, honey. I remember when I was 113 pounds. I've shown pictures when I was 113. Yo, not a nice look. That was 113 more than you weigh now. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic, by the way. I have a keto course, which is through Facebook, but you can only sign up through my website, which is stephanieperson.com. And yes, I am still writing this book. I'm going to shut the stream off soon and almost complete this mother sucker. Okay, see, but I am 5'2". I am 5'2", not 5'3" like you. So, that's that much. Doesn't matter. 5'3" is nothing. 1 inch is nothing. Okay, let me see. We need to get you 1 million. Aw, thank you, Nadar. Subs, you're easy, the best keto person I found. Jason, before I found you, and you were more thorough. I have more knowledge. That's what's up. Thorough. He's like, you're more thorough. I don't think it's about being thorough. I'm not trolling, and I'm not trying to be shady. I don't think it's about being thorough. It's just about knowing the information. It's about knowing people with metabolic damage, metabolic disorders, inflexibility, autoimmunity, the systems, digestion, even something like the MTHFR gene mutations, diseases, the autoimmune diseases in families. It's stuff like that you need to know. Or this person talking about, here's a great example of how some of the other keto people who are not functional holistic doctors or whatever, the average person, they don't think about a woman whose ferritin levels are too low. Her iron is too low, which creates heart palpitations. It makes you feel like you can't breathe. You're exhausted. That's low ferritin levels. And so her doctor wants to put her on, go to a endocrinologist and probably put her on, birth control to stop her menstrual cycle, put one of those depot shots in her arm to get rid of her cycle for the next 3 years. It is not realizing that makes you estrogen dominant, and so we need to get down to why her iron is not being uptaken hopefully she's not eating chicken breast. Hopefully you're not eating chicken breast and relying on them toxic iron pills that don't raise your hemoglobin. So the problem is those other keto people don't know this kind of stuff. It's not about being thorough. They don't know it. They just don't know that stuff and how to remedy it. I feel like crap. I can't move anymore. It's choking me. Requested. I don't know what's choking you. Is it the bloatedness? Because that means that you've got, and that's probably why you're underweight, is because you're so bloated, you're not digesting things very well, and you're probably malabsorptive as well, which is what I thought when you said you're first underweight. Does concept of eating more when doing muscle building the same on for keto? No, 9 Mars 3, because it's all about insulin sensitivity, right? Sleep, because that's where you're going to release your growth hormone is going to release, and your protein synthesis, and the protein synthesis is going to happen while you sleep. And so people don't realize that sleep is a big part of growing muscle. It's being less catabolic, less gluconeogenic. If you're less gluconeogenic, because your body has figured out what type of fuel source to use, it won't have to go and break down amino acids in muscle, in skin, in tissue, in collagen to feed the brain. So someone like me, the reason why you see this 51-year-old woman, the reason why I build muscle in keto, and Jacqueline and I are the same height, nearly the same height, but she weighs so much less than me, is because my system is in balance, right? So I was able to gain, I went up to, the highest I went was 28 pounds on keto, because I was eating red meat, like steak and ground beef every meal for a year and a half. And then it has so much creatine in it, I just blew up and got really, really, really big. Plus, I have regulated my insulin. I'm super insulin sensitive. It only takes a little bit of insulin to take the amino acids from the lower protein that I eat, and I'm not catabolic, so I'm not breaking down my muscle. My muscle's like, let's just grow. Stephanie go like this, Stephanie grows. You guys can see, Stephanie just grows. 51. That's what's up. It changed endo, and or we'll have a new appointment. Oh, you have a new appointment with me. Yeah, it's probably time. I work out usually in the evenings. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is that better to avoid eating solid before bed? Yes. Was it going? Oh, it's growing, mister. If you can avoid not working out at night, do that, because that's jacking your sleep up, which is that whole hormonal cascade problem, right? That's what's going to create the reactive hypoglycemia, the inability to digest well. Cortisol's high. Cortisol, the catabolic hormone. It's the excess of cortisol that creates the gluconeogenic effect. And a lot of people can't get the gains in the gym because the hormones are out of balance, because they're breaking down too many amino acids rather than building up, because they don't sleep well. Okay, hi Stephanie, my name is Jazz. I live in Birmingham, not Birmingham. This is England. I live in Birmingham, in the UK. I've only recently started to watch your videos. I have on the keto diet you've been on the keto diet for 2.5 months, and I have cured my diabetes type 2 arthritis. That's what's up, Jazz. Okay, that is what is up. Boom. Love it. That's amazing. I love that. I love hearing these stories of people doing the right protocol, the people who are actually willing to get off their bum and really learn as much as they can about their prior health, their current health, and how to improve their health by doing the right practices of a ketogenic diet. So hopefully that person's Jazz A1C drop, insulin's regulating, and blood sugar's normalized. That's what's up. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna go, because it's time for me to go back to my life. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining the cast. I think for me to do a story, I think I need to go do an earlier broadcast so I can tell a story and get off in good timing, because I literally walked in the door from the gym, I put on my shorts, and I'm doing a live stream. Don't understand how he takes iron to raise ferritin levels, which help his hemoglobin. Does this patient confused? Yeah, well, the best, like, your hemoglobin, like, you can get hemoglobin straight from animal red meat, and or from iron-rich protein that you cannot get from iron pills. He's taking, that's hard on your kidneys, right? Medication. I I think it is. Let me see. I learned 2 weeks ago that the Prozac and to cause me hyperthyroidism. Oh wow, is was it fluoxetine? Fluoride. Ooh, fluoride blocks the thyroid. Interesting. Thank you, Jacqueline. So the SSRI she was taking, where she was taking this, has a chemical compound that is made up of fluoride, which does block the probably the thyroid hormone conversion, or to be able to produce thyroid hormone T4 to T3. Flaxtin, fluoride. Okay. Okay, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining the chat. Missy might not be the live stream Sunday. I have to pick. Oh, no worries, no worries, Deborah. No worries, no worries. I might actually push that to the midweek to do a live stream instead of on Sunday. So we'll see about that anyway. I'm thinking about pushing it to the midweek because I have some things to do on Sunday. You're in love with liver. It is so delicious, Keto Princess. It's amazing, and it has a lot of amazing properties in it. Beef liver. I think that your husband who's on dialysis should do chicken liver, which is very high. And when you don't marinate it in butter, you can really see how much iron's in it when you cook it, because it turns super bright green. It looks like it's moldy, but it's not. Bye, 9 March 3. Bye, guys. So thank you, guys. I just want to say thank you for joining the chat. We have 119 likes, over 103 people in the chat, and I love seeing those numbers. Yes, that or internal organs have to be organic and pastured and grass-fed. Except chickens don't eat grass. I had knee pain for 2 years and couldn't do squats, lunges, and have been on keto for 2 months, and no pain anymore. Been doing keto leg workout. Yay! That's awesome, Yvonne. Now still struggling with low blood sugar. Like, you have to like up this stream. You have to eat every couple of hours when you have hypoglycemia. So you've got to eat breakfast, and you have a mid-morning fat bump, and then like a fatty tea, like I showed before at the beginning of the stream, and then you have to do a lunch, and then you have to do mid-afternoon snack, and then you have to do a dinner, and then you might even have to do like a ground fatty meat with a couple tablespoons of coconut oil if the acrylic acid doesn't mess with your stomach, to stabilize your blood sugar so you don't have reactive hypoglycemia. And then breathe, because a lot of you guys don't do enough diaphragmatic breathing, which, you know, if your nervous system's overstimulated, then your cortisol is high, and the cortisol is going to make your blood sugar unstable. So sleeping, also lack of sleep, and overactive nervous system also creates more hypoglycemia. Probably love to eat it because of the full nutrition. Exactly, me too, Keto Princess. Okay, guys, I better go. Thank you so much for liking up this stream. Thank you so much, Gary, for donating to the super chats. Yes, he did a donation because he's just an awesome person and spends I'm like Whole Foods to him, because he spends his whole paycheck on Stephanie. So thank you for donating to the chat. Donating to the chat. Have a good night, Briseis. I'll see you on the Facebook Keto course. Again, my Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic, guys. I forgot to say it in the beginning. Would you tell a what? Would you what? What would you tell? Okay, what would you tell a spokeswoman for MS? The keto is the best for MS. The best, the best, the best, the very best, right? Not so this agitation on the myelin sheaths, right? The nerve endings. So you can calm them nerve endings down with using ketones rather than glucose, which is very glycating. MS people should get on keto and do it the right way. Good night. Was it Nuaza? Thank you. Okay, guys. Was it? Trying to do this before bed. Itching's at what? Trying to ask this before you go. Goo. Itching attacks is something to do with keto. Lori, it sounds like fungal fungus. You know the fungus in your shower that's on food? Chow this in your body. And then your liver releases it to the skin and you itch. Most likely, I don't know any background, but my assumption is because it's candida fungus. Die off. Going to study your old vids. Please don't. No, Chris, please run from the old videos, honey. Run. Okay, run. No. Please, no. Energy. Oh, love you, Keto Princess, too. You have a wonderful night as well. Sorry for one more question. Mushrooms. If you don't have fungus, fungus because cheese, nuts, mushrooms. If you got a candida overgrowth, I want to touch the mushrooms. Now swelling from sinus. I don't know why. Tell me on the keto course because it's the day that you can kind of ask me questions. My video is not cute, Deborah. How about look at videos of you from a couple years ago? No. What do you recommend for strength for knee injury you have? Okay. That's going to have to be another, because that's a long subject. What do you do for knee injuries? Like today I was doing it. I do like quarter squats, sumo with the legs out, and I hold on to something, right? So I'm holding on as I squat, and I press on the heel of the foot, but really leg extensions, glute kickbacks. You guys know I do a lot of glute kickbacks, and a lot of patience. Leg curls. Also, when I'm doing leg extensions on the machine, I put the pad here instead of on the ankle. No, they're not. No, they're not. Thank you, Christina. I've had raw eggs, but you could pastured raw eggs, great. Just wash the shell. Raw butter tastes great as well. Okay, guys. Good night. Good night. Sleep tight. Where do you get ox bile? Online. Whole Foods, your local, like it's very common. It's just from an ox, from moo. It's the gallbladder salts from an ox, and you only need to really take it if you have like floating stool, or if you know you might have a gallbladder issue. If you have no gallbladder, then you use ox bile salts for that. Love you, Shala Johnson. Thank you. Oops. Good night, Deborah. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Deborah, again for always being so amazing. And it's time for me to go because I'm hot and I'm thirsty and I got a headache and I got to start writing, take a shower. I'm a mess. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for, I'm silly today. When I act like this, childish, I am finding the inner child in me. You guys should find it too. Don't ever let people always tell me, can I give you a suggestion on how to do your stream? I'm like, nope. No. Can I suggest that you put a whiteboard when you do a live stream? I'm like, no. Tell me that. They're like, can you put a whiteboard and draw out what you're talking about on your live stream? I'm like, nope. But I do appreciate everybody who takes the time to come to the chat and make comments, questions, people who like up the stream and show love. And I appreciate that positive energy. Breeds more positive energy no matter how silly or sarcastic I get. It's never meant to mess with anybody. It's just all meant in fun, even if I tend to entertain myself a little bit more than that person. All right, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening, your night, your life, whatever it is. Just be good to you. You can learn how to sleep. It can be done. Some people, I can't. Yes, you can. Right? I don't have the energy. You have adrenal insufficiencies. You can fix that. Yes, you can. Yes. Thyroid, metformin, high blood sugar, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Yes, honey. You can fix it all. And your gut, number one. And I'm out. Peace. And you can grow muscle, honey. You can grow muscle on less protein when you're adapted. But you got to adapt first. And, oh yeah, you can only drop weight until you're adapted. Y'all who how can you drop fat? How can you drop weight if you're eating all that fat? And I'm like, will you all learn about insulin, please, and estrogen, please? Right? And leaky gut, like those things of bad sleep and non-circadian rhythm and leptin, and then hit me. And your pancreas, right? Pancreas for the insulin. Still can't sleep. Oh, you better sleep, Jacqueline. Breathe, girl. Get up, get out of bed, put on some candlelight, breathe, listen to some music, and say some positive things to yourself. And I'm out. Peace.